Right, that's the gearbox completely empty of gears. I've got the sleeve gear out now, the main shaft sleeve gear. The reason being, well, I wanted to have a look at it anyway, and to be honest, there's not much to choose between that one and the one that came with the replacement cluster, so I'm going to put this one back in because the bush in this one looks fairly recent actually. There's a bit of a groove in the end of that one where it's running the seal at the back of the primary case, so, and the engagement, the faces of the engagement dogs are about the same. They're okay, they're good to carry on, so that'll be going back in. But I wanted to get it out so that I could check the gearbox, the main seal, and I've got a new one to hand with the bits that came, but actually I'm going to let sleeping dogs lie here. I'm not going to prize this one out and go faffing around fitting a new one, because the reason I got the sleeve gear out was to see what sort of a fit the gearbox sprocket might be in there, and it's being gripped pretty firmly by the seal, so I don't imagine that the seal is going to be any problem. I also noticed, I'm sure that's not standard, correct me if I'm wrong people, but someone's put a little spacer in there, a shim, and obviously they wanted to move the gearbox sprocket out away from the back of the gearbox casing, because we've already got witness marks from a chain rubbing on it, so I think they've wanted to move the gearbox sprocket out this way very slightly to clear that. So I'll have to obviously watch out for that when I put the sleeve gear back in, but that's what I'll be doing next, and then I can build the gearbox up. And I know that there's a good seal in there, but the only way to find out if it was any good obviously was to get the gearbox sprocket out and have a look at it and check the fit. So that's what I've done, and it all looks pretty good to me.